Terry almost forgot to press the right button again. Scrambling around on the screen to find it. I'm just like, wait a minute. That's not supposed to be there.
Yeah. Well, it happens. It happens sometimes.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because you kind of you start looking for it and then you can't find the button and you're like, where is that button? I know where it is. And then you almost get into like panic mode, like, uh-oh, I better figure it out and fast.
Yep. That's true.
Man, well, fortunately, I figured it out. Just like yesterday, you and Tom figured out the pick 4. So congratulations on that. I think
thanks.
You had both the hot dog and the prime rib yesterday, Terry. You're living large.
Yeah, that's correct. Wished I would have paid a little more than it did, but, at least I collected.
Is that a shot at me?
No.
Yeah, I just didn't have the 6 horse in that third leg. I was hoping that 7 would catch him at 17-1 because then we would have gotten a little bit bigger payout. But it is what it is.
Yeah, that's true. It was pretty formful yesterday. So
I find for me that I do better a lot of times betting like trifectas than I do from race to race to race. I think I had the trifecta in 2 out of 4 of the races, but just missed the winner on that 6 horse.
Yeah, well, that's something something I think that works for you, but for me, trifectas don't work all that often. I mean, because sometimes they pay so little. I don't know. I just love pick 4s, pick 5s.
Yeah, they do pay a lot more, that's for sure. But speaking of somebody who wins, and I mean, and wins and wins and wins and wins. I don't know if you've seen this amazing streak of Jockey Alex Cruz. I know you and I talked about as far as the horse players watching. This guy at Emerald Downs has won, get this, 44 days in a row. That's just flat crazy, Terry.
It's crazy. The last person at Emerald Downs that had anything close to that was only 30. It was a record set by Kevin Rackey in 2003. So,
yeah, and then I think I read that the record just for anybody. So this is kind of like the only thing I can think of that's anything remotely close to it is like Joe DiMaggio's hitting streak was like 52 or I don't remember the exact number, but 50 some odd games. A lot of people have approached it.
Oh, yeah.
But the difference is with Alex Cruz versus the other gentleman. It's the other guy's name is I forget the other guy's name, but he was riding twice at 2 different tracks on the same day and made it to 60 days.
Yeah, he was riding during the day and then he was riding at night. So, he was riding probably double the amounts each day. And so it's a lot easier to get there.
Yeah, like it was Chris Antley who was riding 2 tracks a day, often, not every day, in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
In 1989, hit 60 in a row. But that would be kind of like Joe DiMaggio doing his hitting streak and then playing in a doubleheader and not getting a hit in the first game of the doubleheader, but getting a hit in the second game of the doubleheader and accounting for his hitting streak. So I don't know. I think it's different.
Yeah, it is. It's really hard to do that. I mean, you think about when you like bet on horses, to get more than 3 in a row is really kind of hard. So
can you imagine having 44 winners in a row?
Oh, that's something. And
they weren't in a row. I mean, it's just one a day, but still, even there's some horse players that probably go to the track. I know I've had days where I've go to the track and I don't have one winner on the card the whole day, let alone riding a winner.
Yeah, don't we all? And one of the things I really like about this, I think this is the kind of thing that racing needs to get fans involved. These things that are exciting like that, and people want to follow it and see, well, does it continue on? So I like that.
I feel like we just put the Jim Nance field goal kicker curse on him. He's made 74 field goals in a row. Off the crossbar, off the other crossbar, down and out. Yeah, so I feel like we did it. But I know if you're listening, Alex, or if someone brings this to your attention, our partner Sean Drupp has reached out to you. We'd love to have you on the Player's Edge podcast and do a little profile on your streak, your tremendous streak, at horseracingradar.com. So if you get a hold of this, go ahead and reach out to me at gtsrichb@gmail.com. As Tom, our guest yesterday, can attest, we'll get right back to you. We're kind of timely in that respect. Yep. So the next thing is, well, as our Player's Edge compadre, Tom says, the name that shall not be named is back in the news again. Bob Baffert getting a judge's ruling saying that the NYRA, the New York Racing Association, cannot prevent him from racing until he has due process.
Yeah, and I agree with that decision. I think everybody has the right to go through the, go through and find out the investigation, find out the results, and whatever really happened before they take those drastic actions. They can really affect not only his life and livelihood, but a lot of his employees and that sort of thing. So it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Well, as Tom noted the other day, it does make a difference too. A lot of folks are unwilling to bet. I know it was just an injunction, but it is a victory short term until they get into the courtroom. But the NYRA has not made their counter, if you will, to this point. So I would suspect what this means for Baffert is he's going to race at Del Mar. He's going to have maybe horses at NYRA, and it's all probably going to come down to the ruling in Kentucky. So if Kentucky says he's banned, that I think the dominoes will fall against him both in California and in New York.
Yeah. And as you said, Tom said the other day that a lot of people may stop betting his horses. Well, that'll be great for the people who do bet his horses, because then the odds should go up slightly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's just a tough call because, like I said the other day, he's got so many. The dog ate the homework excuses.
Yeah,
that at some point in time, it's time to dissect the dog and see if the homework is actually in the stomach, right?
Yep, that's true. We need to get to there. So
yeah, I do think though there has to be, like, again, we talked about this the other day. There has to be some national ruling. Unfortunately, what this is going to do is it's going to bring Bob Baffert back into the news again, and all the dirty laundry is going to come out, and it's not going to be really good about horse racing.
Yeah, that's true. And that's sad.
Yeah. So. Well, it is unfortunately sad. And as Tom points out, he's going to ship in Gamine, probably a couple others to Saratoga, and that's all. But I think really what it boils down to is that his wife's horses, like we saw the other week, he wants to be training them instead of Bill Mott so that he gets the trainer's fee if it happens to win, more so than probably anything else. But that's enough about Bob. But, it's something we got to cover because it's in the news. We have reached out to Bob, too, to see if we can talk to him regarding all of this. But unfortunately, this is how much we've heard back. 0.
Well, I imagine he's a busy guy.
Probably. He's got courts, horses, all sorts of things he's got to stay involved in. But Bob, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on. We'll give you a fair shake, to get out and say what you got to say. And, we'll just do like reporters are supposed to do. Ask questions, you answer them. We're not going to pick a side, so to speak. That's not our business. So the next thing, Terry, we got to cover is you might have had the pick 4 yesterday, but your best bet of the day did not win, right? Your second pick finished second, and your first one finished fourth?
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct. But, it's hard to win every day. I love doing it.
Unless you're Alex Cruz.
That's true. That's absolutely true. But then I do have a pick for the day today at Saratoga in the 4th race. I like the number 10 Big Bag Diva. Finished 100% of the time in the money in her career, and she's won 20% of those races. She has a good trainer jockey combination. And then my second choice, unfortunately, was scratched. I do these picks the day before the scratches come out, so we can get them on the website. And my third pick is number 7, Ho 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 Ho. Has the highest last race speed rating and has plenty of speed. She'll go to the front and try to lead all the way.
Do you feel like Ho 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 should only race in the wintertime or what?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was looking for Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you should come on with the hat the next time Ho 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 is part of your picks. That would make good theater, Terry.
Okay. Yeah,
right. So we got to add a little flair to the show. Maybe on Kentucky Derby days we can have hats or stuff on, or whatever the theme of the day is.
Yeah.
When we do Del Mar, maybe from now on we'll have to wear like those what do they call them? The Hawaiian shirts?
Yes.
I think I'll make that a rule. whenever we do Del Mar, we have to wear Hawaiian shirts. So if you want to be a guest on the show and we're doing Del Mar, you're going to have to go out and find yourself a Hawaiian shirt. And maybe we can help you pay for that Hawaiian shirt today. I know I missed yesterday by missing that 6. I was not happy about that, but we'll see if we can correct that today. We're going to have opening day at Saratoga. So we've affectionately branded them the hot dog and prime rib pick 4s. I got to say, I didn't think much of it the first day when I just kind of threw that out there as a joke, because I'm always busting on Terry for having a prime rib. So it goes back to when first meet.
I only have one once a year at Christmas.
I thought it was only once a week on Thursdays.
Well, it used to be, but not in the last 2 or 3 years. So,
well, we'll see what we can do about that today. So we're going to have a pick 4 for races, I think 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's get cracking, Terry, with the hot dog pick 4, the cheap one. And today they're really inexpensive.
Yeah, it really is. There's quite a few scratches today, which changed a lot of things. In the 7th race, I like the number 8 Dust Devil. And as far as the hot dog pick 4, I've got 5 horses in that. Actually, 6 if you count the entry in that pick 4 first leg. I like Dust Devil because likes the distance, finished in the money 7 out of the 9 races and won 2 of those. Then I like number 3 Business Model. Last race was a good win with a good jockey trainer combo. And then I like the entry. It's a double punch, 2 for 1 sell. And then I like 9 Clay and the Lionheart. He's got an early speed running style, which will help his chances. Got a hot jockey who's been last 7 days, 12 mounts, 3 wins, 2 seconds, 2/3. Has a really sharp 5 furlong workout on July 10th. And then I like number 2, Southern District, having a good year, winning his last start with Chad Brown at Irad Ortiz. And then in the second leg, I like 1 single horse. I like the number 3, Golden Pal. It's going for the 3rd win in a row. And then in the next leg, I like the 1, 2, and 9. I like the 1 has a really good jockey trainer combination. The 9 has blinkers added today, which may help, and a sharp 4 furlong workout on July 9th. The 2 mainstay won a 4.5 furlong race very easily, and Lake goes farther today. So in the 10th race, I like the 3, 6, 7, 8, and 12. I like the 8 as my top choice, has the highest last race speed rating. He's got the best turf speed and is the fastest among today's starters. Chad Brown and Irad Ortiz are the combination again. And then I like number 6, Dream Point, finished in the money in 4 out of 5 races this year. Number 12, Roos. First race after 6-month break was a really good second and can improve in the second race. And then I like Juku, number 3. Trouble last race, I think with a clean trip today will make a big difference.
All right.
Then I like number 7, Viking Zen. Trouble last race and still ran a good 3rd.
So we have Jay Marco asking real quickly, what's Terry's best bet of the day again? I'm going to pull that back up on the screen real quick before I go on to my pick 4. Jay, the pick 4, Terry's best bet for the day is, hold on, I got to mess with these buttons again. His best bet of the day is Big Bad Diva in race 4, number 10 at Saratoga, followed by number 7, Ho Ho Ho. Is that right? Or am I missing one? Number 1, Clad as Run.
Number 1 is
10, 1, and 7 in race number 4 at Saratoga.
I think the 1 was scratched, though.
So just 10 and 7 then?
Yeah.
Okay, so just 10 and 7, Jay. That's what Terry's best bet of the day is over at Saratoga. So let's get back to the hot dog pick 4. Oh, by the way, Jay Marco says that Terry has prime rib every day that ends in Y.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice, right? Unfortunately, I have hot dogs in every day that end in Y, macaroni and cheese, and some combination of macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
Yep.
But I feel like the last three races of this pick four can be very formful, very chalky. So I'm kind of hoping to catch a shot in race number 7. So I just pressed the all button. I figured, you know what? If I can't beat Terry, I'm going to join him and just hit the all button. I think the 3 horse in the second leg is the class horse of the field. I believe I had the 7 singled in race 9, but he scratched. The 1 and the 2, to me, the other horse that has a shot in there is the 8 horse. I feel like the 8 horse is coming in from Lone Star. The 1 and the 2 have by far the best debut speed figures. I am not a huge fan of horses coming in from secondary tracks. On Saturday, when Terry and I were doing the live at Belmont, we both agreed on a speed horse from Parks. And I said on the air at the time, I don't like taking horses that come from smaller tracks to the bigger tracks, but yet like the moron I could be at times, I took him anyway, and damn it, he finished, I think, dead last. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Went with the 1 and the 2. And the 8 horse in the last race, I think, is again, it's a single. So for me, it's a $10 pick for all 3, 1, 2, and 8. $10, and Terry's is $7.50. So really, the cost of a hot dog, depending upon where you are. Here in Chicago, it's at least $7.50 unless you go to a cheaper place.
That's right.
And then we'll go on to our prime rib, Terry's dinner, and every day that ends in Y. The prime rib, Terry's is $75. Mine is only $40. So if you want to do mine for $1, you can still stay under that $100 budget, Terry. So you added a few other horses in here. What do you like about the newbies?
Well, I've got the same horses in the first leg, but then I added the 9 horse in the second leg. Jackson Traveler is having a good career, finishing in the money, all 7 career races. He's won 4 of them. The breeding suggests he'll like the grass, first time on the grass, and his dam has produced 2 turf winners. And then I like I added 4 horses in the last leg. I have the same 3 horses in the third leg, and I added 4 horses in the last leg. And I've already talked about them. Mm-hmm. I should have waited till this point. It's just because I had a single at the hot dog of the 8. So I like the 3, 6, 7, 8, and 12 in the last race.
All right. Yeah. For me, for the most part, I just shortened up the front end. I was thinking about going all on the top leg again, but I just went with my 5 favorites in the first leg. The second leg for me, I added the 9 horse, as Terry mentioned. Horses never run off the board. I think it's the only horse that has a chance to catch the 3 horses, especially with all the scratches. 7 times out, 4 wins, 3 seconds. So if there's a horse that's going to get him, it's going to be that horse. The 1, the 2, again, I mentioned that they had the best debut speed figures by a wide margin, like the fact that they did it at a real, not a real track, but one of the main circuit tracks at Belmont. I think that bodes well for them. And then the last race, I have the 5, the 7 to go along with my 8. The 5 came off the bench to run its best career speed figure. And if you go back to the debut, one of the things I like to see is horses that improve in race number 2. So he came out the 5 with its best speed figure ever. And now I expect a bump in race number 2 off the bench, just like he did in number 1. The number 7 horse is making its second route for trainer Jeremiah Engelhart. And that's a pretty high angle for him. That's a 30% winner. So I like that in the 7 horse. And number 12 is, again, another play with a horse I'm expecting to make a bigger move in the second race off a layoff. So mine is 1, the entry, 2, 6, 8, 9, 3, 9, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, and 12. And for the most part, Terry and I overlap with a few exceptions in the last leg where the 5 horse could hurt Terry, and the 3 and the 6. And if another 6 horse hits me today, I swear I'm going to put a 6 in every one of my pick 4s going forward.
Well, you could probably add in the horses that I have that you don't have to the ticket, and it'd be a little more expensive, but then you could cover all your bases that way.
Yeah, or people can add in the 5 too, right? So that would make it
well, that's what I mean.
We would have all of our picks kind of across the board because we agree on most everything across the top and in the middle.
Yeah.
So. I just think the 3 and the 8, especially the 3 in that second leg, is going to be really hard to beat.
Yes, I agree with you. I think it's a single on a lot of the tickets.
And he's 1-2 morning line. I mean, I really hope he loses
yeah.
to the 9, but I don't know that. I don't think that he will.
Yeah, I see a lot of times that you have a single like that, and really I should have used in my hot dog ticket 2 horses in that spot, because I always hate using a single when it's like a hard favorite like that. It almost always seems when I do that, it gets beat by my second choice. So I would like to throw my second choice in there. So
well, of course, you have the freedom to do that in your own account, but this is the official hot dog.
That's right. You're absolutely right.
So Terry and I will be back tonight with the other guys, Tom and Sean. We'll be joined by JJ Heisel. She's a reporter, covers horse racing, covered the Kentucky Derby. I think I've seen her on the news. We have a nice question and answer with JJ at the Horse Racing Radar homepage right now. Make sure you head on over to that. Terry and I and the crew will be back tonight at 9:30 Eastern time, same bat station. Just go down there and hit that subscribe button in the bell so that when we start, you'll know. We'll be talking about her career and, what she likes and what she's seen, a couple of insights, how a reporter sees horse racing versus the fan in her. And then we'll also talk about the 3 big races at the Haskell, at Monmouth, the Haskell and the United Nations. And I forget the other one, but so we'll be covering those 3 races and making our picks for Monmouth. And then, of course, Tom and I will be back tomorrow at this time. Terry gets the day off. He's just banging on me for working him so hard. So we're going to, Tom and I, of course, cover international racing. I think we have 4 races that we're covering at the Curragh in Ireland for Saturday. And Tom and I have been spot on that international horse racing stuff. So if you're getting up early in the morning to watch the British Open and you want to have a little horse racing action, hopefully Tom and I will have some winners for you this time tomorrow. Terry, what else you got to add today?
Well, not much, except for I've got a lot of work to do. I got to get ready for tonight, get ready for the contest coming up. There's 3 days of contests through Horse Racing Radar, and they're all free for anybody that wants to come in. They're a lot of fun. You can have fun by challenging other members to a head-to-head contest, which is something I love to do. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we have Saratoga today. No, not today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saratoga. It's a $50 cash award. Free. Again, just log in. On Saturday, we'll have the Holy Shizness. It's the Haskell. I will be commenting from, I think it starts like 11 o'clock my time to 6 o'clock. So you'll get 7 hours of me. So after that, you probably will never want to tune in again. And then doing it for Del Mar on Sunday. So I think a pretty good roster of tracks to pick from. $50 on Friday, $100 on Saturday, and another $50 on Sunday. So make sure you head over to Horse Racing Radar, get yourself involved in these contests, talk some smack to the other entrants, and just, more importantly, have some fun playing horses for a chance to win some free money.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Terry, we'll see you tonight. Okay. Until then, everybody, good luck at the races.